Well, hello to a recap of another Happy Melly weekly challenge. This challenge was related to step number one of Management 3.0's 12 steps for happiness. And that is thank someone and be appreciative towards your colleagues every single day. And there's two of us here. And Nicoletta, how did you find this challenge?
Hi. Well, I'm particularly keen on gratitude, and it's not a challenge for me in a way that I always like to practice gratitude,
Yeah.
and I'm a big supporter of a daily gratitude practice and gratitude practice at work, gratitude practice at retrospective. So yeah, so I think this should be practiced daily, at home, at work, everywhere.
I agree. I have the same feeling that there's a great deal of gratitude that exists in all of us. We just have to recognize it. We don't have to create it. And like you say, it's really wonderful to share it through credit and praise, like acknowledgement and recognition in all those places that you mentioned: home, office, stranger. So the two challenges, the two experiments that I offered up for myself was to look at giving thanks and gratitude and try to do it in a way to make sure that I wasn't expecting anything in return. So I'll try to elaborate a little bit on that. I don't know that I feel it, but I've seen it in some people that, or a question comes up a lot when we talk about bonus points. If we set up a bonus point system, won't people game it by giving points, expecting points, expecting reciprocity? And so my experiments tried to tackle taking that out of the equation, right? So give thanks anonymously. Don't let people know where it came from. So there's nothing you can get back other than the pleasure of saying thanks. And so that was, somebody suggested in our Slack channel, the easiest way, just write anonymous notes. And I think that's great. Did you do any of that? Experiment one? Giving thanks without letting people know it was from you?
Actually, I haven't practiced this type of thanking, because I think when you know who thanked you is even better. But I had a colleague who always left little chocolates at the desk, and it was less after a time we know that it was him, but he were like not a worthy guy, so typical introverted software developer guy, but he found a way to thank the colleagues in this quasi anonymous way, and that was nice too. So yes.
That sounds wonderful. And how is that different for you as a recipient when you didn't know who it was from?
It's like you get to work in the morning and there's a little chocolate on the desk, and it's like, wow, who was it? And it was like, don't know, I found one too. And it was like, who is it from? So what did we do? Is it like some special day or like this? So it was like very, very good, I think. So we were curious, we were looking for the giver, and yeah, it was nice. I think that's very good.
Yeah, I think I've done that too, similar ways, just left a gift card for somebody who had worked extra hard as a recognition without saying who it was from. But I never circled back to ask, was it any different if I had signed it or not? Interesting. The second experiment was to find gratitude in unusual places.
Yeah.
For example, if something that happened to me, my immediate reaction might have been, damn, that was rude of that person to do that, cut me off, get in front of me. I challenged myself for this past week to find gratitude, to find compassion and thankfulness, and not say it to that person because it might have been kind of weird. Thanks for cutting me off, but to myself, to be grateful that maybe I was going too fast and not paying attention, or maybe this person's in a rush and I was just not empathetic enough to know that they needed to cut in line in front of me. Um, so I have found many opportunities for that. I'm curious if you tried that experiment as well.
Well, I think you can really shift your mindset with gratitude, with the gratitude practice and doing this every day. I'm Yeah, it's very hard when something disturbing or something negative happens to stay positive and be grateful even. But yeah, I might try this when I'm going home now with car, because yeah, so these little disturbing moments happen every day. Yeah, and yes, yeah, so I might try this today.
It happens.
But
Go ahead.
in a general way, yes, I like to be grateful all the time, and really vision it and phrase it in my head. So for example, I just started this new project, new job, and I'm like, constantly it's in my head that, oh my god, I'm so lucky, I'm so grateful for this job, this is so good that this happens. And I told this to all my family members, all my friends, that I'm so grateful that this happened to me. And it's not the first time, so I feel that all my previous jobs and projects were awesome and fantastic, and I've learned a lot at every job, and I'm so grateful for this. And every day I'm so grateful because all these good thing happens with me. And yes, it's like you have bad days or bad moments, but those are just momentarily, or for one day, or for 1 minute, or 1 hour. But in general, this gratitude practice can really change someone's life. So you're overly happy, but have some moments when you're feeling a little sad or bad. But if I look back my days, my weeks, even my years, I can say that I'm always happy. And I think this is because of these daily gratitude things. You
Yeah,
thank for the little things, and these little thankful things grow and become your life, that you're grateful.
I love that. I part of this second exercise for me is to be grateful for the sadness and the sad things, because they give a comparison to the happiness for me. I also started a new job, uh, and there's huge challenges um,
Yeah.
that I'm facing, like you, and sometimes they feel overwhelming. But if I look for the gratitude in that, I am able to say, I'm grateful for the little bit that I understand of this, and the challenge of what I'm going to learn, even though it may feel overwhelming. It balances me out. And so without the sadness, the happiness wouldn't be so great.
Yes, I think so, that you have to have a comparison, because all these things are relative. So if you're, yeah, if I don't know what example to give to it not be offending to anyone, but for example, if you're living in for example, Western Europe, America, so very fortunate and wealthy um, surrounding. You are not grateful every day for example, for the food quality we can have.
Right.
But if you travel, or if someone was born in Eastern Europe, Asia, Africa, so not so fortunate places, if someone moves or relocates and can experience that wealth, and for example, just the quality of food, that person can be very, very grateful for this. And so a comparison is very good. And yes, I agree completely that the sad moments or the busy moments, all these things are just, we can learn from this, so we can be more grateful when everything is all right and everything is awesome and everything is busy in a good way, because busy can be good, and we experience it like, yeah, so as a happy moment.
Yeah, I agree. Any other ideas? Any other thoughts you want to add? Or are we at a wrap-up point?
I think no, nothing new. So I just, yeah. So we have to do this daily, and without I don't know, just being a marketing guy, because yeah, obviously I'm not paid for the second sentence I was gonna say, that there is a little notebook called the 5 Minute Journal, which I think is awesome. Um, it's a journal you can write every morning and every night, before
Mm.
bed and after waking up, and it's a complete gratitude practice, helping little guidebook.
I like that.
So if you're interested, or anyone is interested, you can check this. It's not a I don't know, it won't break the bank, so it's not that, not expensive, but and you can check the whole content through the internet, and you can print your own if it's a trouble for someone. But the whole concept is like, after you wake up every day, you should write a few things you're grateful for, and some things you're expecting from that day, and points where you can be grateful. And after a day, so before you go to bed, again, you have a few thoughts you can write, and how was your day, what went well, and etc. So it's a complete gratitude practice, and I tried it. I don't do this every day, but I have my yeah, ups and downs with it. So I do it for weeks and then I forget about it. But it's really good. So
I
yeah,
think that's a
try it if you.
wonderful, wonderful suggestion, Nicoletta. Uh, and I can see how you can read back through it and remember,
Yeah.
and be recharged by all those things that brought you that gratitude weeks, months, years before. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. And I also like that if you do it every day, if you don't want to write the same things every day, you have to think about these things, that what am I grateful for today? And yeah, obviously you can write every day that you're grateful for your awesome family, your health, your work, and etc. But if you don't want to write the same things every day, it's you have to really think that, what am I grateful for? So and I think out of this thinking, again, great things can happen, because you just realize more and more things you can be grateful for. And I think this is what happiness is, in one way, that you're always grateful.
That's a lovely summary. So I think we'll end there. Thank you for joining, Nicoletta.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for reminding me of this call, because yeah, so
Yeah,
thankful
Dr. is good.
thankful for grateful. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. And for our watchers, learn more at happymelly.com and join us. We have a lot of fun and a lot of thanks and a lot of happiness. Cheers.
Yeah, sure. Cheers.